And we're back for episode 4 of Once I Popped, I Couldn't Stop, and hopefully some people have come along with us. Last episode did a little foray into a convention that wasn't actually a convention, but we're back in the world, and the comforting world of a bit of mystery behind me. Before we actually open the box though and talk about what could be contained within and see whether I hit a top pull, I just wanted to cover a couple of pickups that I've made since the last video. We talk about this, and often you'll see me open mystery boxes because I think there is an element of excitement there. But hopefully, you'll be able to start telling from the ever-growing collection behind me that a lot of these pops are lines that I particularly want. And I have made a couple of pickups. One from a line I've already been collecting, and one from not necessarily a line, but a line of interest for me, and certainly something that I'm looking to achieve with my collection. So let's look at the first one first. So this is a pickup I made in the last couple of weeks, which is a Doctor Doom figure. It's a Doctor Doom figure from one of the runs in the comic book, from when it was the Future Foundation, and it was a 2019, I believe. No, sorry, 2020 Spring Convention Limited Edition. Now, it's not that it's a particularly expensive pop. It's not that it's a particularly rare one, even though it's a con exclusive. But one of the reasons why I've been very interested in picking up the Fantastic Four pops early and often is Marvel Studios now have the rights to make Fantastic Four movies again. And in 2022, they will be making a Fantastic Four movie. And it feels like one of those pop lines that once the buzz gets going for that movie, right up to release, that these could be ones that are suddenly very sought after. And something I've experienced in my short time of pop collecting is the supply and demand. So if the supply runs short but the demand is high because it's a particularly good franchise, the prices will rise greatly. And so getting some of these pops possibly at the right time is a very good idea. I joined just after WandaVision, or probably during WandaVision, and certainly I can see and I can track that a lot of the Scarlet Witch and the Vision pops rose very high in value, and specifically when Loki, the TV show, was released, any Loki pops went from very reasonable prices in a sort of £10 to £15 range up to sort of the 50 to 60 to 70 plus pound range. And as a collector, you'll pay it if you really want it because it reflects the rarity of it. However, it's a big outlay, especially when these are available now. So I guess what I'm recommending is, if there is a line that you are particularly interested in, and of course, your own money and available money will impact this, but probably don't sleep on lines for too long, especially if you know there's something coming down the pipeline, like a movie to be made, or that franchise is going to get reinvigorated. I do quite like the pop, big fan of Doctor Doom. One of the other things that is in my head when getting this is, not only are we going to get a Fantastic Four movie, I imagine Doctor Doom will be featured, or certainly at least heavily hinted if he's not the main villain. But because he's such an iconic villain in the Marvel Universe, I could see him having a much wider reach. So again, it could be a pop that will fly up in value. Could also stay static though. That's the balancing act of collecting. Will we get more pops for the line when the movie comes out? Yes, but I think quite often those original pops or the early doors pops are still sought after, even if they're new. I guess what could impact it is if there was a dramatic change in the design, the character design, but up until this point, Marvel movies generally have stayed in the remit of how their comic book character looks. They don't tend to hugely reinvent, and he's a cool looking character. There's a reason why he's iconic, and that is the armor, the metal face. So yeah, Doctor Doom is in the collection. And another pickup this week, which my podcast buddy Stu will hopefully be proud of, because I know it's one of the few pops that he's got. But I also picked up Phil Connors from Groundhog Day. A great movie, and for me, it's my love of Bill Murray. And as I said earlier, like, it's not specifically a line that that exists. However, because I love Bill Murray, and because I think he's done some really iconic characters, I'm kind of interested in getting all of the pops that are Bill Murray characters. I say Connors with Puxatawny Phil is already in the collection. One of the first pops I got was Steve from The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, which is a movie I love, and Murray at his greatest. I also have a Peter Venkman somewhere around here, somewhere in the back there. Um, so yeah, the Bill Murray line, the non-existent Bill Murray line, is a line that I'm looking to pick up. So expect more Bill Murrays in the near future, hopefully, and also hopefully, if people like me keep buying Bill Murray pops, they'll keep making more Bill Murray pops because there are, he's done so many movies across the years, and he's got an iconic look to him. So yeah, let's hope we get some more. So they're my recent pickups. Now let's get to the mystery box. Now, this is a mystery box that at one point I feared I'd never get to open. I ordered it quite a while ago from Pop Figures, and as ever, big fan of Pop Figures as a website. Their packaging's great, their delivery's great, their prices are great. This was dispatched very, very quickly. With their mystery box lines, it tends to be limited to a certain amount of boxes, and as soon as those boxes are sold out, it will ship to you. This sold out very quickly, and they dispatched it very quickly. However, this is where I thought I'd never get it, because it actually then went on a tour of the country with Royal Mail. Your packages are tracked like any packages, and I kept looking out for this one because I'd actually held off on a couple of videos. I'd held the Funcon one, sorry, a little bit, because I wanted to do this box first, because I kind of chronologically wise like to open the boxes in maybe the order that I received them. But tracking it, I kept being told that it had gone to another distribution office and there'd been an error. So ultimately, I just didn't think I'd ever see it, and I approached Pop Figures in the end because I couldn't claim the money back, but they could, and it was that miraculous moment in life where I sent the email about 11 o'clock one night, just because I thought, I don't want to necessarily lose out on that money. I don't want any ill feeling there. And lo and behold, the next morning, the box magically turned up. So in true Brad Pitt fashion, what's in the box? Well, this was a mystery box line of anime figures. I've shown in a few of the unboxings that I'm quite into the anime pops at the moment, and partially I think because my interest in anime has risen. I'm still waiting for the Demon Slayer pops to be released, and I believe that's either October or November, and I've got a lot of them on pre-order. And as I've shown in a few others, there's quite a few My Hero Academia pops that I've been getting, although that is a big line. From a collector's perspective, it will take a lot to complete that, and to be honest, monetary value, I will struggle to complete that, because there are some very rare pops in there that are trending around the sort of £200 to £300 mark, and I think I'd rely on a mystery box to actually get those. But this one, as I say, offered out anime pops, but the real attraction to me is, speaking about My Hero Academia, is the top pull, of which there were 15, is one of the Funimation exclusive pops from that line, and it's the Ochako pop, and it's currently trending for sale at around 62 quid, whereas this mystery box was £15. When we've talked about mystery boxes before, mystery boxes, certainly for the purpose of this, are quite interesting, because you never know what you might get. From a collector's perspective, yeah, like if you spent a lot of money, if I bought 4 of these in the hope of getting that pop, I probably would have been better spent just buying that pop. However, because it was anime pops, I thought, well, actually, there's a reasonable chance I might get some other ones that would sit in my collection. Of course, there's a chance I won't. And most mystery box lines aren't like that. It tends to be, here are your top pulls, and everything else is random. So yeah, I was particularly interested in this to see what I get out of the anime box. But that's enough talking about it. Let's cut this bad boy open. And also there is, as far as my memory goes, because it has been travelling around, I think there is an extra purchase in here outside of the mystery boxes. Something that might be tangentially related to something that I was discussing earlier. But I won't give it away, because Never know, it might not be in here. That might be my piss poor memory. I've got my phone here as well, for the sake of completionist and interest. Any pops I pull, we'll have a look at them on the TPD app to see what the kind of current trending price is for it. And as I say, this mystery box is a few weeks old, so pop prices can vary over time, and some can vary very quickly. But as I say, at $14.99, if you go to HMV, that is your generic price for a pop. So it didn't feel too bad spending $14.99. That's a heavy box, by the way. That one also feels like a heavy box. Ooh, and a third one. So I am presuming, in fact, I should probably look. Ah, okay, that's something I actually forgot. So this line of mystery boxes, and probably why they're heavy, they come with one pop, one anime pop, as they could be the Charco, and they also come with a magnetic hard stack. So we talk about protection of pops for a collection. So when I showed a minute ago the Phil Connors, that's just straight up in its box, and this is protection for inbox collectors. And as you can see here, it's a slight, oh, hopefully you can get a slight difference. So the Doctor Doom is in a soft protector case, so it gives it a little bit more rigidity when you're actually storing it. Well, in these mystery boxes, one of the things you got is a hard stack version of that, a magnetic one. And I don't know what price they go for, but I think they might be £6-7 themselves. So, and probably the value's already there. But the fact that there's a singular box here, I believe this is not the mystery box one, and this is my extra purchase for the collection. So let's open it up and hope that I've got that bit right. And there he is, another one for the Bill Murray collection, and this one is Bill Murray, but this is Bill Murray from Zombieland. Now there are actually two Bill Murray from Zombieland ones. There's him in zombie makeup like this one, and there's him outside without his zombie makeup, which is a rarer one. I think it's a chase figure. So that is on the list. But yes, more Bill Murray all of the time. In fact, I'm probably going to have to figure out a shelf back there which will become Bill Murray land until such a time as I run out of space for Bill Murray pops and have to find a better one. He can't go in the close wall, even though I've got Steve here, because I kind of like what I've got going on here. I've got my kind of favourite pops, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, WandaVision, and slightly off camera that you can't see, but I can see when I'm working, a collection of the Marvel pops that I like. So, excellent pickup for me. And as I say, excellent pickup because Bill Murray is a bit of a comedy hero for me, and it's good to have him in. So, we're on to the two, and I don't think I mentioned this. I bought two of the mystery boxes, so at $14.99 each. So, just under £30 for that part of it. How much is Bill Murray from Zombieland? I think I've proven in every video so far. I have no memory. I don't actually get out things like invoices for this, so couldn't tell you. But I believe he was at least at kind of TPD value when I bought him. And of course, when you're buying stuff online, I'm not sure whether the logic follows here, so bear with us. But I try and aim for getting free postage, and I think that might have actually pushed this over the free postage as well. So I lied to myself and say, it cost me nothing. Right, box number one. Getting better at cutting, by the way. Still slow, but better. Right, so not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. Oh, we've got packaging, so I will just look away. Some sweeties. Always get sweeties with pop figures, and tend to get a sticker as well for them as a brand. But right, I won't look at the screen for a second, but as you can see, there's a pop in here, and I can feel it's in its hard stack. So I'll just take the bubble wrap off quickly, so that when I do the reveal, we can actually see what it is. That's the sound of a hard stack. And depending on what pop I get in here, I'll probably put some of my higher value pops in this hard stack. Right, I'm fighting a bit of God, that's a good sound effect, isn't it? For down the microphone. Right. So it's not an Ochako, but it's a Kabuto Yakushi, and that's from Naruto Shippuden. Again, talk about lines that I'm interested in animes. I've never watched Naruto. I know it's particularly popular. I think I might actually have a Kabuto Yakushi in the collection somewhere that I got out of another mystery box. I don't remember or think that it's a particularly valuable pop. I did. I have started to get the pops from the Boruto line, which is a sequel to Naruto. Now, again, I've never watched that, but I think I got one of them out of the mystery, again, out of a mystery box, and just quite like the look of them. And it is an anime that I'm planning on picking up and having a look at soon. But let's have a little look to see what we are looking at for value. So that is Kabuto. So Kabuto is trending at £10. So 14.99 for the mystery box, and these are relatively recent release, April 2021. But so I've got a pop that's trending around £10, and as I say, I've got the hard stack, and I'm pretty sure the hard stack itself, as I say, comes in at least £6 or £7 per purchase. So I probably made my money back on that, and as I say, got a figure that will probably go into a trade or a sale later down the line. Talk about sort of valuation of it. As much as you're going to see a lot of pops opened, I think over time, and again, very much like a collector, like I used to be with my comic book collection, is you get stuff because you want it, but actually over shorter periods of time, you realise there might be something you want more. So you kind of utilise the stock on hand that you've got to try and replenish the collection. So for the next one, and what I'm going to try and do this time is, after I've opened it, I'm going to try and take the bubble wrap removal a little bit further away from the mic, because God, I imagine that's annoying if you're watching it. Another pot. I'll get it out of the box, and I will open it down here. I think I've managed to, in a more pro fashion, if there is such a thing, get rid of that. Oh, I think I've lost part of my stack there. Lost a little stack. Yes. So, unfortunately for me, again, it's not an Ochako, so my not picking a top pull continues. I've not done that yet, although I guess in the grand scheme of things, percentage-wise, I haven't opened that many mystery boxes. But what I do have is a Goku from Dragon Ball Z. So a very popular anime line. I've opened ones from this line before, and it is one of those lines that I don't really want to get into the anime at all, because I believe there are about 5 billion episodes of it, and it's not something that interests me. And also, as I said earlier, with the My Hero Academia line, there are tons of pops. With the Dragon Ball Z, there are even more. I mean, I've seen some people on their YouTube videos, I think, that have been collectors of it, and it's a bold and brave person, and someone with a lot more space in their house than I do, that could even consider doing a Dragon Ball Z collection. But so again, something that will probably be up for trade or sale at some point. And trending value wise, because this is him in his casual outfit, just chilling out, he is £7. So quite a low value pop. However, as I say, got a hard stack with it as well. So ultimately, one of the selling points for this was a reasonable pop for my collection that I wouldn't necessarily buy straight away, and the hard stack. So all in all, no top pull, nothing for my collection, but still actually not that put out by it. Because as I say, the hard stacks will come in handy, and I will be picking out. God, now it's like picking your favourite kid. I'm going to have to pick out two of my favourite kids to get them to live in hard stacks. And as I say, probably valuation of them may well dictate that. But yeah, we've added to the Fantastic Four line today. We've added to the Bill Murray line, and we've got some okay pulls, but more importantly, we've got some hard stacks. Now, for episodes coming up, I unfortunately missed out on a mystery box I really wanted yesterday. It just flew out the shelves quickly. As I said, they have limited run numbers, but I do have a damaged mystery box, which we'll talk about on that episode to come up for an unboxing. I have my USA stickered subscription from Pop Figures, and I do have a box in the house which I am really looking forward to unboxing. Let's say it's some pops from some of the lines that hadn't been at the forefront for me to collect because they are a little bit more expensive, a little bit rarer, but I managed to find a seller who was doing a good price on some of them. So we've got sort of 3 episodes to come up in the can, and as I say, there's always parcels turn up at the house. So I think in between, we'll see maybe some more pickups like I did with the Doctor Doom and the Bill Murray, the Phil Connors, sorry, pop. We'll sort of kind of flesh them out with things that are making it into my collection. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and just remember, you can join the Cult of Egg by liking and subscribing to this YouTube channel. We release regular content where we talk about all things geek, all things pop culture, and all things that we're interested in. You can also come along and join the discussion on Facebook groups and Renaissance Cast. And you can join us on our Twitch channel where Stu regularly streams games. And if you'd like to support us, then please follow the link for the Patreon. Thanks very much.